Hey there, life path number 7. How are you? Life path number 7. I hope you all are doing well. My spiritual life path number 7, you guys are, known to have faith. You guys are wise beyond your years. You guys are deep. You guys reflect on things to gain a higher understanding in order to, continue to align you on your life path. Guys, your energy is an awesome energy, life path number 7, and we do have interesting energies that came through for you guys. We have the energy of the green man, energy of exaltation, energy of versatility, and of course, you have what they're calling the river woman. All right. And while I was premeditating, because it takes me like an hour, to do your premeditation and before actually turning my camera on to record, while I was getting into yours energy, life path number 7, I kept getting I got the energy of status. All right. Something about your status, about wanting to be recognized for what you're doing, about wanting some kind of acknowledgement. I also got something about being defensive. I also got companionship. I got something about using your intuition, or you will be using it this month. Also an energy of indecision, an energy of quarrel, like fighting, misunderstanding, disagreement. And I got energy of friendship. So you could be, needing to watch out for quarreling with your friends or falling out with people around you. But I did get an energy of being cautious, all right, asking you to be cautious. And also talking about order, things being in order, all right. And I got energy of the wanderer energy, which is the energy of somebody who needs to go with the flow of things. Okay. It's just the energy that tells you need to prepare for the changes, whatever changes that you're experiencing. You need to prepare yourself emotionally and mentally to go through those changes and adapting to all those turn and curves that life will bring to you. Okay. And always remembering to take the path of least resistance. Go with the flow this month. Okay. So like I always say, a month will start from whenever you click play on this video and your spirit guides bring you to this video. That's when these energies are supposed to start playing out in your energy. All right. But the energy of the wanderer is that of somebody who is who is very quick-witted. They are quick on their feet. They can quickly adjust their sails, like in case of changing winds or changes in direction. Somebody who takes life as they go, as if they have nothing to lose. All right. To them, life is a thrill, and life is honey, and they have to understand it for what it is. That listen, things will always change. Change is constant. So somebody who is or has to be prepared to adapt to those changes. All right. And there was a strong message about being able to rid you of any stillness and boredom that might threaten to make your life feel stagnant. So I did get a feeling of stagnation, an energy of stagnation for you. Now, let's dive right into this first energy for you guys. All right. I got the energy of the shadow diver also, about you needing to dig deep, about needing to self-reflect, about needing to face those dark sides of yourself, those shadow side, those, inner fears, inner wounds that you probably have buried. It might be time for you to bring those up, confront them, and, just find a way to release them. All right. But the energy of the green man, I'm going to pull this close or closer to the camera. All right. I hope you can see that, like path number 7. So the green man energy is talking about attachment. All right. It's talking about, is there some kind of attachment in your energy to someone, to people? Is it friends? Is it family members? Either attachment that you have that might be unhealthy attachment where it looks like you're not yourself. You're not free to make your decisions. You can't go with the flow. You have to follow what other people are telling you to do. Or is it the kind of attachment that you feel like you need, an extra layer of, attachment with your family? So you have to ask yourself that question. All right. This is the energy of being able to roam freely, express your mind freely. All right. Without being held back. As I'm looking at this man is held back by all the leaves, like attachment and keeping them stuck. I got a strong feeling of somebody who is feeling like they are stuck. All right. And somebody who feels like they have a diminished sense of, that needs to have a diminished sense of isolation. Like you feel like you're isolated, you feel like you're by yourself. Maybe at this point in the next 1 month you're going to have that energy of where you feel like maybe you're at loggerheads with people, you're quarreling with them, or you feel like you're isolated, maybe because even of the quarantine. Even the green man is like you want your presence to be felt. All right, you want your presence to be felt amongst your, inner circle, amongst your friends. You want to make a lasting impact. But this talks about the separation that you've always felt from the collective, from the group, from a group of people or family, or some of you feeling lonely this month, or feeling like there's a sad sense of quarantine. All right, but you have to understand when this card comes up, it's just telling you, don't worry, this energy will pass. But the strongest energy of all that we're picking up from this is talking about Jack of all trade. Okay. Jack of all trade. And you will hear me mention Jack of all trade again. And that's why when I picked this up, I was like, okay, when the next card came up, I was like, holy crap. It was still talking about Jack of all trade. I'm like, when you have a deck of, God knows, 70, 80 cards, and you pick out one thing that says Jack of all trade, and then you pick up another deck and you shuffle and you pick up something that says Jack of all trade. I'm like, what the heck is this Jack of all trade for my beautiful life path number 7? I don't know. But we will keep digging in and see how Spirit will make all this align for you. All right. So, of course, the next energy that we got for you, life path number 7, is that of the river woman. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful card? Look at the woman. It's asking you go with the flow. You see the way the water, she's pouring the water into the river. And, of course, the river is all about flowing, about allowing things to flow. It's about pouring her emotion. Water is also about emotion, right? It's like allowing your emotion to get unstuck. From a place where you feel like you're stagnant, you're not moving. It's you being in touch with the, shifting currents in your life and embracing life as it comes. It's about that gentle flow for you. All right. And it's just asking you to stay calm among changes, or stay calm within the constant changes that seems like it's occurring around you, either people making decisions or things that are that decisions that are being made outside of yourself that is causing a lot of instability or feeling of isolation or feeling of imbalance. Okay. And you have to understand, every time we pull this card, Spirit is just trying to tell you that every obstacle is a chance for you to grow. Life path number 7. Every blessing is cause for celebration. Okay? It's an energy of somebody who is secure in their knowledge. The knowledge that they trust in their journey. All right? This journey that has been mapped out for you by the universe, you have to trust in it. You have to have faith that all is well that ends well. All will end in praise. It's going to work out in the end. You know why? Because the universe knows your intentions. So if you're trying to decide which way to go, and it looks like you're hitting rocks at every turn, understand that you are on course to reach your desired destination, When you pour this water into the river, it will get to its destination. All right, it will mix and flow with changes, with the turbulence, with the wave, with the tides. It will be okay. All right, it will finally get to its destination. And you have to understand, life path number 7, whatever you're feeling or whatever you're going through, you are exactly where you need to be at this time in your life. All right, that's a strong message that Spirit wanted to bring across to you and telling you it's a time to have faith and to gather your strength for the journey ahead. All right, you're still going to always, go through some changes, some curves, life curves, turbulence, whatever, people making decisions for you, you making decisions that impact other people, whatever this may be for you. Is it regarding your money, relationship, family, whatever. All right. You just have to be prepared for the journey ahead. Now, here is a simple affirmation you can say to yourself every day. You can say any of the following affirmation I'm going to give to you, all right? If anytime you want to say it 11 times. Like you wake up in the morning, you can say, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm exactly where I need to be. You can say that 11 times, or you can say, I'm guided at all times in my journey. I'm guided at all times in my journey. Say that 11 times. All right. Or you can say, I'm heard by my spiritual team. I'm heard by my spiritual team. Also, if you want to say that 11 times. Or you can say, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm exactly where I need to be. When you're going to say that 11 times. If you like, you can say the 4 of them, repeating them 11 times, but you don't have to. You can pick only one. You can say one today and pick another one tomorrow. Whatever the case may be, you pick and choose. The Spirit will lead you. But basically, it's just telling you that, you are exactly where you are meant to be at this time. And, asking you to be flexible with regards to, changing currents, changing situations in your life. This is the sun in Gemini, and it talks about versatility. Which, guys, is it not talking about flexibility, versatility? This woman or boy or whatever is flexible, stretching to wherever. The person can bend, adjust. All right. It's also a card of communication, indicating a mind or somebody who's very quick-witted, somebody who can catch on to things, around them, things going on. All right. And have very little difficulty expressing themselves. This, like I said, guys, was the eerie thing about this reading is also alluding to somebody who is a jack of all trade. Just like this green man, jack of all trade. And same message came out in this other deck, jack of all trade. It's all about versatility. All right. It's also a need for mental and emotional flexibility. Flexibility that you need in order to secure a positive result in a matter. Okay. So it's also a card that talks about, somebody who feels like they're going through or suffering some real frustration in life as a result of unwelcome ties or obligations or expectations that have been placed on them by other people. Like people just, making decisions that would impact or affect your life. And it looks like you have no say, even though this is a card of communication. So some of you might need to speak up. Some of you might be in a position where you cannot speak up at this time. You just have to go with the flow. This too shall pass. But this energy speaks of, becoming maybe intellectually, I don't want to call it like intellectually stagnant, not expressing your mind, inability to express your creativity, feeling frustrated. And it's also that energy of almost forcing your own ideas or wanted information onto other people, or other people forcing it onto you. Okay. For some of you who this may have to do with a job, when we pull this card, it can signify the change of job. All right, happening for you. All right, or some kind of new, prospect with a job, and or it can mean ability to be flexible, jack of all trade again, be ability to multitask, do more than one thing, 2 things, 3 things at the same time. All right. It can also signify, because of that Gemini energy, it can also allude to, contact with your siblings. Are you in contact with your siblings? Do you feel isolated from your siblings? Is this a time where you need to reach out to them, your siblings, your brothers, sisters, and even neighbors? All right. And understanding that this journey might not be a solo journey. It's a journey that has to include other people. All right, maybe family, maybe neighbors. So you cannot totally isolate yourself. It's a card of impressing other people. When it's not even okay, you're there trying to impress people, because this person is flexing and bending and just trying to show off. So you have to be careful for that, watch out for that energy of people pleasing. All right. Are you pleasing people to your own detriment? These are questions that you need to ask yourself, because these challenges or energies will be presenting themselves to you this month, life path number 7. Okay. Now, interestingly, another energy is that of exaltation. All right. Remember, I told you I picked up an energy during my premeditation of status. It could be exaltation, could be somebody who, and I said something about somebody who is seeking recognition, who would like to be acknowledged in, within a relationship, acknowledged within a home dynamic, acknowledged at their job, acknowledged for something. All right. It's a feel good emotionally type of energy of somebody who is needing to feel good, or somebody who is going to feel good. All right, this month. Okay, life path number 7. It talks about a stable home, family life being of paramount importance to someone at this time. It can also be an energy of overindulgence, overeating, overspending. All right, and this is the energy of the moon in Taurus. And the moon placement in Taurus is actually an exaltation. It's actually in a good placement. All right. So which means that, the moon is allowed full expression in this sign of Taurus. Okay. And it talks about you being able to express yourself, you being able to assert yourself. So you do have all that positively going on for you this month as well. All right. And this energy is also telling you to be strong, when making decisions, especially when making, decisions about money, and decisions about, things that will impact your finances, material wealth, things that are solid in your environment because of that Taurus energy. Okay, it's also a card of self-indulgence. You have to watch out for that, like I said earlier on, but it's also a card of being able to express your artistic side, or love of art, or appreciation for art. It can also talk about, profits, profitable times in your energy, or even financial worries. It's either this or that. All right. Either worries about finances that may or may not be justified. It can also allude to good business opportunity for those of you who are engaged in business. All right. Who may be self-employed or looking to make money. Might be a good time, for getting a job, or for money situation, getting money that is owed you, or money that is due you. Maybe something that has been stagnant now finally, hitting your bank account. Just remember me when you get your money, okay? Life path number 7. Awesome energy. Now, guys, let's see if we can pick up any additional messages for you guys. But of course, this is a number 2, which is all about decision making. It's about choices. It's about duality and balance. And of course, the 23, which is the river woman, 23 adds up to a 5. And 5 is a number of, like I said, conflict. I picked up that energy about conflict, about challenges, about, also about changes. I mean, what has this whole reading been talking about? Changes, about you adapting to changes, you rebuilding. Every time it looks like something comes crashing down, being able to rebuild and adapt, and follow through. Okay. So, and then you have number 3, which is all about, growing your relationships. It's all about relationships. So there is a focus also on something being called out about your relationship with people this month. Either watching out for conflicts, or watching out, you might grow stronger, maybe with your family, with your neighbors. But it's a number of initial success, number 3. Okay. And it alludes to that Empress energy, which is all about creativity. It can also allude to the Hangman energy, which is also about, stagnation of feeling in your mind that you're not making progress. But it's the energy of the world also, which talks about, things coming to an end, you understanding things for what it is, a cycle closing, and deep, changes occurring, and you adapting to those changes like it did not happen. All right. Okay. So let's see what else, Holy Spirit, for life path number 7. There's something about movements, about change. What have we been talking about? Change. I don't know how many times I've said something about change and adapting. It says accelerated motion. So you have to be ready to adapt to all the changes going on in your energy. Number 8 is a number of movements. It's a number of change. It's a number of attainment, but it's a number also telling you that you do have strength despite everything that is changing in your world, all the movements occurring, all the shifts occurring in your energy. You do have strength, and you will be able to heal from anything that looks like it's meant to destabilize you. Okay, you do have that energy of quick healing, quick adaptability, flexibility, and going with the flow. All right, and being a jack of all trades. So with that energy, now I understand better why that message came through. You being a jack of all trade means you're adaptable, means you're good whatever you go with the flow. You will bounce back right away. Things will happen for you in this 1 month that, maybe if it happened to you at any other time, or it happened to anybody else, it might take a while for them to recover from it. Okay, but it looks like you do have divine protection, and things will just be it will happen to you, and people will be like, what the heck, like as if you're not even phased by whatever all the changes will be. Some of you, it might have to do with job change, maybe a loss and finding a job, or it might have to do with job, whatever. Oh my goodness. All right, I guess see the way they brought out all the cards at the same time. Go rewind, see the way that flips. That's crazy. And this is a lot, but I'm going to quickly go through it for you, okay? Life path number 7. All right. So anyway, we have obstacles and challenges. So I feel like a lot of you will be overcoming that this month. And this is a number 5, also a number of conflict, loss, changes, rebuilding. So we do have 2 5s, I feel. All right, I know this is a 5 here. So you do have 5, 5. There's a 3, 2, and 8. Okay, so let's keep going. You have a 4, which is the number of your foundation, your family life, your family structure. It's about your stability. So all this has something to do with your stability, your family life. All right, about some kind of transformation going on in that area of your life. It talks about foundation and achievements. And we did pick up that energy about status, about you wanting achievements, you wanting to be recognized when it comes to something. You might be able to get that this month, okay? When we're picking up this energy. And then, of course, you have number 6 or 15, which is like the devil energy, I think. And it breaks down to a 6, which is a number of problem solving, compassion, harmony. It's the devil, as well as it represents the lover's card. And you being able to balance choices that you're going to be making and not falling into temptation, all right? Because we're picking up that energy of, somebody falling into temptation, or maybe chaos, or conflict, or quarreling, or so make sure you're not falling into temptation when people are trying to pull your vibration down or pull you into some kind of low vibe. Okay, make sure that you're not listening, you're not going with them, you're just separating yourself from the pack. Because I got that, especially with the wanderer energy. The wanderer does not stay in one place. All right, it's an energy of you're separating yourself from things that are no longer serving you, things that are not good. Just come in, you go, but your energy will be felt when you leave anybody's life. When there's conflict and you remove your energy, they will definitely feel you. Okay, so that's this energy here of the temptation energy. That's what I'm picking up with that. Okay, of course you have rest and rejuvenation. So some of you may find yourself resting and getting yourself rejuvenated this month. Maybe when you experience some kind of conflict with people, you might find yourself feeling isolated, get the need to be in a quiet space, in a Zen space. All right, Zen mind frame. So that energy is here. And then, of course, it's a number 4, which is also a number, like I said earlier on, it's still the same thing as the foundation and achievement. And it's all about your structure and your foundation, okay? Of course, you have number 10, which breaks down to a 1. 10s are usually about completion, about ending a cycle. I've said something about cycle ending earlier on, right? I did mention it with one of these cards here. All right, I said something about a cycle ending and starting. You can go rewind this and hear that, but here it's coming out. But this is about destiny. What did I tell you about the universe knows about it? I said something earlier on about all the changes, everything happening in your life. Some of you might be feeling like you're disconnected, but the universe knows about it. And the universe can see the beginning and the end of the river. All right, you're just like the water that is poured into this river, and you probably hidden the water and you don't know where it's going to lead you. All right, you're trying to mix or mingle with this water. You see the woman in this card pouring water into the river. All right, so imagine you're the water You're all emotion. You're being poured into all other bodies of water, and you need to acclimatize. You need to adjust. You need to go with the flow. You need to mix with it, because on your journey, you don't know where you're going. But the universe knows the beginning and the end of this journey. Okay? So there's something about your destiny. And remember what I told you about the affirmation to do about, you are exactly where you're meant to be at this time. This cannot say it any better. This is your destiny. There's nothing odd about where you are, you're at this time in your life. But of course, you do have a number 2 again. I think, do you have a number 2? No. Okay, yes, you have 2 2s. There's a 1 here now. So, of course, you have this waiting game. So some of you feel like you're going round and round in circle, like you're stagnated. I think this energy came out for life path number 9, if I'm not mistaken. So you might want to go watch their video. But this talks about, stagnation. It talks about somebody feeling lost, feeling like, time is running out, feeling like, I'm not sure about where they're going to, and how to adjust with, are they coming up? Are they going down? Like, there's a need for balance, all right? And to get out of your head and understand that your journey is mostly destiny. And some of you are on a destined path, okay? So, of course, you have a number 2 again. So, I do see 2 2s, and I see 2 5s, and I see 2 4s, but I do see a 1, a 2, a 3, all right, here, 3. I see 4, and I see 5. I see 6. What's missing here is a 7, your life path number 7, right? So 7 is all about you having faith, wisdom, reflection, and understanding. So you being a life path number 7, it's not missing. It's inside of you. It looks like you will get the wisdom and the faith that you need, the strength to keep going, all right? And so I feel like after the 8, the next step is usually the 9 step, the step number 9, all right, which is all about fruition and completion. You just have a few more steps to achieving your stable life, your stable structure. Okay, all this will make sense in the end for you. Life path number 7. Thank you, guys. Let's close out your reading with an Archangel Michael prayer card. Okay. It says, pay attention to your dreams. Wow. Isn't all this about your dreams and your destiny and feeling out of balance and trying to understand it? So here's the prayer. Say it with me, life path number 7. Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand this, and you can explain whatever this situation is for you. I know it's specific, it's different for everybody, so you can explain or describe what this is. All right, it says, please allow me to understand this and explain the situation. All right, on a spiritual level, and give me guidance. You do have the guidance you need. After watching this reading now, All right, life path number 7. Please remember to like. If this makes any sense for you, I would appreciate you exchanging your energy with me by liking, sharing, subscribing. Click on that notification button to get alerts. I do love reading from you guys. If this makes any sense, exchange your energy with me. That way, in case these readings are not making any sense, even if they are making any sense for you, they can better make sense and better pick up your energy. So I can better bring these messages to you. I'm giving it to you for free. If you do want specific messages with regards to your specific situation, like you need more clarity, or you feel like this is not resonating, you want your own reading, my information is in the description box below the video. I do Reiki healings if some of you need Reiki. I do send long distance Reiki that will kind of balance out your energy, to yin yang energy. Also check the information box below the video for additional information about booking a reading. About my Etsy store is now open. All right, you guys can go check it. I'm still stocking up the store. It will take me probably a month or so to make sure I want to start putting in natural stones and rings and things that you can purchase. Okay, in case some of you need to purchase your natural stones. All right, so it will be there very soon. There's also a link to my Amazon wish list if you feel like you need to purchase me a deck, one of your favorite deck. They're like $10, $20, $15. So you can help a girl out, buy me a deck. It's not like I desperately need it, but I would appreciate getting something back from you. Okay. And also whatever you need to do to help support donation, whatever, I do appreciate you guys. All right. Life path number 7. Thank you guys so much. This is Healing Hands. Until next time, it's bye-bye.